Hi you guys. Okay, so we're about to talk about something pretty personal. Just something that I've done, and now I'm starting to kind of think maybe I shouldn't have done this. So, as you can tell by the title, I got Botox and filler put into my face. I have a lot of acne scarring on my face. And it's just something, it's just part of what comes when you have acne. What's going on with my eyebrow right now? But my biggest concern whenever I, was thinking about doing this and decided that I was going to do it was this area of my face, which they call the something scientific folds, the nasal blah 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 folds. Anyway, I don't know the scientific name. My smile lines, basically. And then I had lines like right here, a little, and this is mostly from acne scarring right here. I have some pretty bad acne scarring just right here and I don't know why. I don't really remember getting, acne here. So I made a phone call to a very well-known doctor where I live. She's board certified, all this stuff. I went in specifically to get this done. This was the only thing I was really, when I looked in the mirror, and I'm going to insert some pictures, just probably from previous videos or just some random pictures that I have of what my face looked like before the filler. And I will tell you, the filler is amazing. I definitely will get filler again. The good thing about filler is that, it lasts longer than the Botox, unless you don't, want the Botox anymore, kind of like where I feel like I'm at right now with the Botox. She did 1 syringe of Restylane on my face. I don't know, it was just Restylane. She had a special for the Restylane syringes, and so that's what I got. I'm really happy with the results. I don't feel like it's necessarily as noticeable, the filler. I'm talking about the filler. We'll get to the Botox in just a minute. I don't feel like it's as noticeable whenever when I don't have makeup on, but whenever I put makeup on, I'm noticing huge differences in the lines. And then I used to have makeup settle right here so bad. It would be worse than my concealer at the end of the day. And that was a concern for me. I didn't like it, and I felt like at my age, I shouldn't have that. So, I don't even know if I can get close enough, but this used to be completely all the way down. So that 1 syringe did quite a bit for me. And then she filled in my marionette lines, which is when you think of a marionette or a puppet, they're the lines that go this way. And then she filled these in a little bit. As you can still see, I have some acne scarring just from the corners of my mouth. I don't even ever remember getting acne there, but I have it. And she confirmed that was acne scarring whenever I was in there. So I went into the office, made the appointment. I called and made the appointment, and she said, we can get you in today if you want to come in. And I was like, great, Obviously, I had a budget of what I was wanting to spend. And I think that that's really important. If you're going to go and do something like this, make sure you have a budget, because depending on the place that you go, they're going to try to upsell you. And, so just make sure that you are going in and you're being very specific with whoever your injector is, and, tell them what your concerns are. Be very specific. That is huge advice that I can give you right now, because I wish that I had followed that advice whenever I was in there. But anyway, I went in and I had a budget of what I was willing to spend and what my concerns were. So the very first thing she says to me, before I even tell her, my budget or what my, what all what I was really wanting was you would be a perfect person to benefit from Fraxel lasering. And I've done quite a bit of research on Fraxel lasering just because of my acne scarring. I have horrible, I mean, I guess you could call them just like the box car and whatever all those different kinds of acne scarring you've got. Like basically just the scarring horrifically on my face, if I can get you guys. I mean, I have on makeup right now, but the scarring is, it's not necessarily texture, but it's, you know, just like kind of pitted, like in certain areas of my face. And it's mostly just in this area, it feels like. I'm really happy with my skin. I take very good care of my skin, and I have a great skincare routine, and I don't necessarily suffer from the kind of acne I had as a teen. I had cystic acne horrifically. I had been on Accutane, minocyclines, all the cyclines. I've been on every kind of topical treatment you can think of, Retin-A. I now use Differin, which is over the counter, which is working perfectly for the minor issues that I'm still having. But like cystic acne to where I would have cysts, I mean, on my face for months, and they were painful and they were huge. I mean, just bad. So that's what that's from. So the first thing she said to me was, you know, you would be a perfect candidate for Fraxel because it's going to take care of, you know, the minor wrinkles you have on your forehead. It's going to take care of your smile lines. It's going to take care of your acne scarring. It's going to take care of everything on your face. Well, I can't afford, I mean, it's like $3,500. I mean, it just depends on who you go to, but it can be upwards of $6,000 to get this Fraxel laser done. But I mean, and the money I get, like, it would be worth it for me, for my self-esteem. I don't have that kind of money just to blow, you know, on some, you know, a laser. But the biggest concern for me was the downtime that I would have to endure. And then, you know, the pain of it. I mean, you're putting a Fraxel laser on your face. Like, that's scary. And I've seen pictures of people just days after where their skin, it's very scary. But I am considering it just because I want to feel better about myself. So anyway, I'm kind of getting off topic, I guess. So I went in, she said that, and I said, okay, well, I can't afford that. You know, that's really expensive, and I don't, you know, and so she said, okay, well, what we can do today, she said, we can do some Restylane here. We can do some filler here, which is what I, you know, essentially went in for. And then we can do a little Botox on your forehead. I'm going to insert some pictures of my forehead so that you guys can see what it looked like before. I am a very animated person when it comes to when I don't have, you know, Botox. I am very animated. My mom and my dad call me the woman of 1,000 faces when I was a small child because I'm very animated. I make, you know, faces all the time and weird faces. And I don't mind this area of my face. And I kind of told her that. I was like, this doesn't concern me as much as this. This bothers me a lot because this affects my makeup. And makeup is one of my favorite things to do. So it was affecting, you know, what I did, you know, something I did on a daily basis. And she was like, okay, well, we can just, you know, put a little bit up here and see how you like it. So I said, okay, great. So she says, I think you would be good with about 30 units. Another tip I can give you right now is do your research on what units mean before you go and get this done. I don't feel like I needed 30 units in my forehead. And frankly, I'm not even sure. It's a lot, personally. I think 30 units is a lot. They say, from what I've read and the research that I've done on the Botox, is that, you know, for every stick, it's 2 units. So she did stick me about, you know, 15 times, but it wasn't just in, you know, this area. She did a little bit here and whatever. But anyway, I really like the outcome of how it looks. I'm just going to say that to you. It does have, it's a weird sensation. One of the things she told me about and warned me about before she injected me was that, you know, you could have lid drooping, and you know, you're going to be kind of sensitive in this area. You could be sore. The injection site is going to look swollen. So I did, whenever I left, I had like all these little dots on my forehead and on my face from, you know, where she had injected me. Obviously, she just caused minor trauma to the skin with injecting me with a needle. But I used, she suggested, because I am a first time user, to use Xeomin or Xeomin. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It is Xeomin. Which is just an alternative. Botox is a brand name, but she suggested the Xeomin product because it supposedly doesn't last as long as the Botox itself, the Botox brand name, which now that I have it makes me feel a lot better. I'm just going to tell you right now, I will never, ever, ever get Botox ever again in my forehead, and more than likely nowhere else. And I'm about to show you guys why. So, like I said, I am a very animated person. Okay, I'm about to show you guys me lifting my eyebrows. I'm trying to lift my eyebrows right now. Like, you can't tell. And you're talking to the woman who panicked during a C-section and said, I can't feel my legs. I mean, like, I had a major panic attack when I was in my surgery having my son, because in my head I was trying, I just thought, I'm gonna try to move my legs, you know, it's just that natural reaction of I'm gonna try to move my legs, and I couldn't, so I panicked. And I'm not really panicking necessarily about this, because I do still have a teeny tiny, oh, it looks like I missed a little bit on my brow there. Well, y'all just ignore that. I mean, I have a little bit of movement still, and I really like the way my forehead looks. But one thing my dad pointed out to me the other day was, why are you so shiny? And that was before I really, you know, I told my parents that I got Botox because they thought they saw something weird in my face, and it was one of the injection sites, and I was like, yeah, I got Botox. And my mom freaked out, mostly because she has aged so gracefully, and she is so pretty for her age. Like, she does not look the age that she is. And I'm very lucky to have those genes, and I feel like I do. I don't feel like I look 35. I feel like I look 30, just to be honest. I mean, because I don't have, if you look at me, I'm gonna smile. She did not inject anything into my crow's feet, nothing on the sides of my face. And that's one of the things that she pointed out to me whenever I was, in the chair and she was injecting me. She'd go, okay, smile. And I would smile. And she was looking right here, and she goes, oh, you definitely don't need anything here. She said, I mean, this is a great. Like, so I'm sorry, I'm going to get really close on you guys, but see, I mean, it's not like horrific. I mean, I think it's just natural. But when I don't smile, you know, like, it's not, I don't have crow's feet. I take very good care of this area of my face. Like, I'm constantly putting moisturizer here. I'm putting tons of creams. Like, I use a lot of really good products there because I have some creepiness issues and stuff like that. But I mean, it's not even a big deal to me if I do get crow's feet. So she was like, smile. She didn't need them here. So she just put basically the full 30 units, as far as I know, it's 30 units, in my forehead. Now, love the way it looks. I am a tad shiny from it, and that's just because, you know, the face is super relaxed, and so you're gonna get, I mean, you're so used to seeing your face with the wrinkles or being animated or whatever face you're making, you're not used to that. I mean, that's just shine. And frankly, once I put on some, you know, makeup and some powder, I just feel like it looks like a glow. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. What bothers me is this. I'm gonna try to put on some eye makeup, you guys. I've got just my plain old MAC Wood Winked and just a shader brush here. And this is something I discovered yesterday. I hadn't put makeup on. Last week was so crazy, but I'll give you guys an update later about last week. But I hadn't put makeup on basically since it had really taken effect. Like I could still move and I still had, you know, some wrinkles on my forehead when the last time I put makeup on. Well, yesterday was the first time I put makeup on since I felt like, whoa, like, you know, the Botox is working, you know, and this is why I don't like it. I have hooded lids. If you've watched a few of my videos, you will see that I complain about it quite a bit because of my mascara issues, because I can't put on eye makeup. Like I can't. It's so hard because I can't lift my brows. I can't put on eye makeup. It's very odd to me, this feeling of not being able to like lift my brows. Like I literally have been like trying. Last night I sat in my bedroom and it was like midnight and I was playing with ways to be able to put my eye makeup on because I can't lift my eyebrows. And that's it. I'm done. I will never get Botox again for that reason. I feel like if you have hooded eyes, I am highly suggesting to you to really do your research and make sure that this part of your face is worth, you know, possibly giving up that skill. And even more so, and I'm just lucky, I guess, that I had a good injector because I'm not having any droopage from my brows or my upper lid. I look at myself in the mirror and I feel like my eyes themselves look the way they normally would with or without the Botox. I don't feel like my lids are droopy, you know, or anything like that. The problem is I can't lift my eyebrows to be able, let me get my eyeshadow again, to be able to put on my shadow. So I'm having to like do this to put on shadow. And it just blows my freaking mind. Like yesterday was like so hard. I actually had somewhere I had to be last night. And I couldn't like do my makeup the way that I normally did. And it was really discouraging. And so I came home from where I had to go somewhere alone, and I came home and my husband could tell something was wrong. And I was just like, I can't believe I did this to myself. Obviously, I'm in full support of any woman that wants to do whatever they want to their own body. I have looked into getting a breast lift and with a breast augmentation. I am all in support. Obviously, I will get the filler again tomorrow just because of the way it's changed my face and the way that I feel now about this area of my face. It makes me feel a lot better about myself. But I will never get Botox again for this reason. And I think that if I didn't have the hooded eyes, I would be fine. But because I like even opening my mouth, it does nothing. You know how you would put on mascara or whatever, you open your mouth and you open your eyes real wide and you do your thing. I can't, like it, and it's because of my hooded eyes. And I mean, the fact that I have to sit in the mirror and put on my eyeshadow like this just to make a few wrinkles in my forehead go away is not worth it to me. And especially for the price. I mean, if you are watching this, you can go Google how much Botox is. It's going to basically be the same amount, you know, depending on where you are in the country. I think in probably New York or California, you might pay more. I'm in Oklahoma. So, I mean, I can't justify it. And one of the funny things is my cousin, Tony Lynn, who I love to death, when I texted her, she was the only person that knew besides my husband that I was going to do this. And she's like, do it. This is my passion. I love putting on makeup. I love it. And it's hampered that. Getting the Botox has hampered that. And so I'm just here to tell you guys that, I mean, it's really difficult. I'm just going to say that. First off, I don't feel like I really needed it in the first place. The Botox. For sure. But just to be able to put on my makeup normally again will be so nice. I've, looked online after putting on my makeup yesterday, because I mean, I thought I look great, I felt so good, and then I started to put on makeup, and that's really when I noticed, okay, this is a problem. This is a problem. Like, it's preventing me from doing something that I really enjoy. So that's not okay with me. So I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys and let you know, if you've had a similar experience or you have hooded eyes, how in the hell do you put on eye makeup when you have Botox? Give me some help here, because I don't know what to do. Like, I know you guys are looking at me going, you look great, it's fine, whatever. Probably, because that's what my husband said. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about, you know? And my thing was, it's the application process of putting on my makeup that I can't do. So, you know, it's just, it's a bummer. And I guess I can't really say that I regret it, because now I know that it's not for me because of the way my eyes are shaped. I know that I'm right now at a point to where it's at its probably highest peak. So, you know, over the next few weeks, or I don't know, maybe months, I don't know. Normal Botox wears off in 3 to 4 months. So I know that it's going to go away and I'm going to go back to normal and I'll be able to put on my makeup again normal. I'm just going to have it cropped and, you know, wrinkles on my face, and that's fine with me. I'm going to be fillering it up for a while. I will never get my lips filled. I've had that discussion with my husband many times, and I've just decided not to ever do that. But this area of my face, and I can even put filler in these wrinkles if I want to, but still have movement. And that's what I need. Like, I need to be able to lift my own eyebrows to be able to put, you know, eye makeup on. So that's my story, my Botox story and my filler story. What do y'all think? I mean, I am all about a woman being able to do whatever she wants to her own body. I've, you know, been in support of that. My mom freaked out when she found out that I got Botox, and she looked at my husband and she was like, why did you allow this? I'm like, hello, like, I make my own choices. But, you know, when I explained it to her that, you know, if I feel better about myself, that's all that really matters. You know, it shouldn't matter that I put some toxin in my forehead to make me, you know, not be able to put on makeup, really, because I don't feel like I look like a freak. Like, I mean, most people I don't even think would really notice. I always look like this. I have a great resting bitch face. So, I mean, it's just the matter of I can't put on my makeup. And so that's basically it. Anyway, so I'm going to hop off here real quick, finish up my eye makeup, because now it takes freaking forever. And I'll be right back to talk to you guys and wrap up the video. Okay guys, hi, I'm back. All right, so I'll tell you, one of the things I think I'm going to learn quite a bit over these next few months as this Botox is wearing off is I'm going to learn how to put on false lashes a lot better. Because frankly, I'm finding that that's easier than having to put on mascara. Does that make sense? Because, I mean, think about it. As women, whenever we put on mascara, we lift our eyebrows and we, you know, put on the mascara with the open mouth. You know, well, I can't do that. So, with the Botox. So, I mean, I guess I'm just going to learn over the next, you know, gosh, hopefully only 2 months. But that, you know, to put on false eyelashes. I don't know. Anyway, so I'll just give you guys, you know, a little bit of my advice. Like I said earlier, if you have hooded lids like I do, if you do get Botox in your forehead, it's gonna be really hard to put on mascara and to put on your eye makeup. I just want to warn you guys, you know, out there that it can be an issue. So it's just, I guess, not for me. Based off of my eye shape, I really enjoy the way that my forehead looks, but it's not worth it to me to not be able to put on eye makeup. So anyway, hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I am going to keep up with the filler, and I am even looking into getting Fraxel to possibly, you know, minimize even needing to getting the filler, because if I can do that, then, you know, why not, right? Like, you might as well. So, Thank you for watching, and if you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe and keep up with my videos, and I'll do updates here and there if I'm getting filler or if it's wearing off or whatever. I'll let you guys know how it's looking and, you know, how I'm still continuing to feel about it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and hopefully someday I'll get a blog post up sometime soon. And I really appreciate you guys for watching and being understanding and supportive, because I think that that's super important. And I hope that you guys have a really good day. So thanks for watching. Bye.